The chosen soul, you have passed God's test. You are not ordinary. You are not like the rest. You have walked through fire, endured storms, and faced the depths of despair, yet you are still here. That is no accident. That is no coincidence. You are chosen. You are refined. You have passed God's test. Every trial, every tear, every sleepless night was not in vain. God saw your silent struggles. He heard your unspoken prayers. He felt the weight of your burdens, even when the world did not. Yet through it all, you stood firm. You did not break. You did not surrender to darkness. You held on when everything in you wanted to let go. That is why you are here today. Because you were meant to be. Because your soul was carved from the hardest of stones, refined in the hottest of flames. Others may have fallen, but you endured. Others may have given up, but you persevered. That is the mark of a chosen soul. The journey of the chosen. Being chosen does not mean an easy life. In fact, it often means the opposite. You have faced pain that most could never understand. You have battled demons that most could never see. You have walked a lonely road, misunderstood, abandoned, and rejected. But those who are called for a greater purpose must first be tested by great trials. Remember the heroes of faith, Moses, David, Job, Joseph. None of them had an easy path. They were broken before they were blessed. They were wounded before they were elevated. They were betrayed before they were honored. This is the journey of the chosen. Suffering before glory, wilderness before the promised land, trials before triumph. And yet, through it all, God never left them. Just as He never left you. The test you have passed. Your suffering was not punishment. It was preparation. You were tested in ways that seemed unbearable, yet you bore them. You were refined like gold in fire, and now you shine with a light that cannot be dimmed. The enemy tried to destroy you, but God used it to build you. The pain was deep, but your purpose is deeper. You have passed the test of faith, believing when nothing made sense. You have passed the test of endurance, standing when everything pushed you down. You have passed the test of love, choosing to forgive when bitterness was easier. You have passed the test of trust, surrendering when control was out of reach. God did not forget you. He was watching all along. He saw every choice, every sacrifice, every moment when you chose Him over your own understanding. And now, He says, "Well done, my child. You have been faithful in the fire. Now, prepare for your next chapter. The reward of the chosen." You are stepping into a season of divine reward. Not because you sought it, but because you remained faithful. The doors that once seemed locked will now open with ease. The dreams that seemed impossible will now unfold before you. The strength you once prayed for will now be your natural state. Your scars are proof of your survival, but they are also proof of your victory. You no longer wear the weight of the past, you wear the crown of the chosen. Do not be afraid to step into the blessings before you. Do not doubt that you are worthy of this new beginning. The hardships were real, but so is the reward. You have proven your heart. You have proven your faith. You have proven your endurance. God is about to restore everything the enemy tried to steal. He is about to elevate you beyond your wildest dreams. And He is about to use you in ways you never imagined. The mission of the chosen. Now that you have passed the test, your mission is just beginning. You were not chosen simply to be blessed, you were chosen to be a blessing. There are others still in the fire, still in the storm, still in the darkness. They need your light. They need your wisdom. They need your testimony. You are now a living testament to God's faithfulness. Let your life be a guide for others. Let your story be a reminder that no storm lasts forever. Never forget where you came from. Never forget the nights you cried out to God, the moments you almost gave up. Let them keep you humble. Let them keep you compassionate. Let them keep you close to the one who carried you through. You are not just anyone, you are chosen. You are not just blessed, you are called. You are not just alive, you are an instrument of divine purpose. A final word. Take a deep breath. Look at how far you have come. Feel the weight of your past lifting, the chains breaking, the dawn rising after the longest night. You are stepping into a season of victory, but it is not just for you, it is for every soul you will touch, every heart you will heal, every life you will inspire. You have passed God's test. You are ready. Now go forward with courage, with faith, with the certainty that you are walking in the divine purpose that has been prepared for you since the beginning of time. You are a chosen soul. And your greatest chapter is just beginning. Now that you have passed God's test, your journey does not end, it transforms. You are no longer in the valley of trials, but on the path of purpose. The struggles that once defined you have now refined you. What once broke you has built you. You are stronger, wiser, and closer to God than ever before. A new chapter begins. This new season will feel unfamiliar. After so many battles, you may not recognize peace when it arrives. After so many hardships, you may struggle to embrace ease. But do not fear the unknown, God has prepared this place for you. You are not stepping into blessings by accident. Every tear, every prayer, every sacrifice has led you here. Now is the time to fully step into the divine calling that has always been written for you. Do not shrink back. Do not let fear keep you from embracing the good things ahead. The same God who sustained you in the storm is the same God who is leading you into the promise. What it means to be chosen. To be chosen is not about status, recognition, or earthly rewards. It is about responsibility. It is about carrying God's light into a world that desperately needs it. It is about being a vessel through which His love, wisdom, and power flow. Being chosen means walking in humility. Remember, it was God who carried you through. Do not let pride blind you from your need for Him. Walking in faith, there will still be challenges, but you now know that God is always with you. Trust Him in every step. Walking in purpose, you were refined for a reason. Your testimony will be a beacon for others who are still in the fire. Walking in love, the world is full of broken souls. You have been given the gift of healing, not just for yourself, but for those around you. You have been called, not just to survive, but to thrive. Not just to receive, but to give. Not just to be blessed, but to bless others. Embracing the new you. You are not the same person you once were. The trials have transformed you. The pain has deepened your soul. The waiting has strengthened your spirit. Now, you must embrace the new version of yourself, the version that is fully awakened to your purpose. Let go of old mindsets. You are no longer a victim, no longer a wanderer. You are chosen. Walk with confidence. Speak with authority. Live with purpose. Do not carry the weight of the past into this new season. Forgive what needs to be forgiven. Release what needs to be released. Step forward with a heart that is free and a spirit that is ready. Your divine assignment. Now that you have passed the test, your assignment is clear. To inspire, your journey is proof that God is faithful. Share your story. Let others see the power of perseverance. To guide, there are many still struggling. They need your wisdom, your encouragement, your light. To build, God is placing dreams in your heart. Do not be afraid to take action. The time is now. To remain steadfast, even in seasons of abundance, stay close to God. Do not let blessings make you forget the one who gave them. You are now a leader, whether you realize it or not. You carry a wisdom that only comes from walking through the fire. Use it well. The road ahead. There will still be challenges, but they will no longer shake you the way they once did. You have been fortified. You have been strengthened. You now know that every challenge is another opportunity for growth, every setback a setup for something greater. Keep your heart aligned with God. Seek His wisdom in all things. Trust that He will continue to guide your steps. You are not alone. You have never been alone. And now, you are fully stepping into the life you were always meant to live. Go forward with boldness. Go forward with faith. You are a chosen soul, and the world is waiting for you. You have walked through the darkest valleys, endured the heaviest burdens, and yet, here you stand, stronger, wiser, and more connected to God than ever before. Every tear you shed, every moment of pain, every silent battle was seen by Him. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was in vain. Now, you are stepping into a season where the trials have refined you, where the fire has purified you, and where the weight of suffering has been transformed into wisdom. The soul that has suffered much is the soul that understands much. You have gained a depth that cannot be shaken, a strength that cannot be taken, and a peace that surpasses all understanding. You no longer fear the storms because you have walked through them and emerged victorious. You no longer doubt God's plan because you have seen His hand working even in the most painful moments. You have learned that surrender is not weakness, it is the gateway to divine strength. You have discovered that faith is not just believing when things are good, but trusting even when nothing makes sense. Your scars are not signs of defeat, they are proof of survival. They are reminders of battles fought and won. They are evidence that even when everything seemed impossible, God made a way. You did not break. You did not give up. And because of that, you are now being entrusted with more. This new season will require a different version of you. The old version of you, the one that doubted, the one that feared, the one that hesitated, can no longer lead you where you are going. It is time to step fully into the person God has shaped you to be. You must now walk with confidence, not because you are perfect, but because you are chosen. Not because you have all the answers, but because you trust the one who does. Not because the journey will be easy, but because you have already proven that no storm can destroy you. There will be moments when the past tries to call you back, when old fears whisper in your ear, when familiar doubts try to creep in. But you are no longer the same. You have been transformed. You have been renewed. You have been elevated beyond what once held you down. The chains have been broken. The weight has been lifted. The doors that were once closed are now opening before you. This is your time to embrace the fullness of who you are meant to be. No more shrinking back. No more doubting your worth. No more questioning whether you deserve what is coming. You have been tested, and you have passed. You have been refined, and now you shine with a light that cannot be dimmed. There will be new challenges, but they will not break you. There will be new mountains to climb, but you will not climb them alone. There will be moments of uncertainty, but your faith is now unshakable. You must walk with the awareness that you are not just anyone, you are a vessel of divine purpose. Everything you have been through has prepared you for this. The wisdom you carry is not just for you, it is meant to be shared. The strength you have gained is not just for your survival, it is meant to lift others. People will look to you for guidance, for encouragement, for wisdom. Not because you are perfect, but because you are real. Because you have been where they are. Because you understand the depths of pain, the weight of waiting, the loneliness of the wilderness. And because you also know what it means to come out on the other side, victorious. Do not be afraid of your calling. Do not resist the elevation that is happening in your life. When God calls, He equips. When He lifts you up, He sustains you. When He gives you a mission, He provides everything you need to fulfill it. There will be days when you feel unworthy of this new level. Days when you wonder if you are really ready. But remember this, you did not bring yourself here. God did. You did not open these doors. God did. You did not survive by your own strength. It was His grace that carried you through. So walk boldly. Walk with authority. Walk with the confidence that you are exactly where you are meant to be. You no longer have to prove yourself. You no longer have to strive for validation. You are already chosen. You are already appointed. You are already worthy. Everything that was once broken is being restored. Everything that was once lost is being returned. Everything that the enemy tried to steal is being given back to you in abundance. This is not just a new season, it is a new identity. A new level of faith. A new depth of purpose. A new understanding of who you are and who God has always known you to be. You have passed the test. You have endured the refining. You have walked through the fire and emerged unburned. Now, step forward. Your destiny awaits.